Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're playing another game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor. Doing a little Nami game here. I really don't like these teams. But we might be able to pull it off. I'm just trying to babysit Vayne and lane. Zyra's kind of taking it easy on us here, which is nice. Come on, Kha'Zix, get him, baby. Okay, good. We do have a Kha'Zix that's very powerful. Like, Kha'Zix and Vayne are kind of our go-to champions. Lux is just like a much worse version of Syndra. Like, you can all-in somebody, but Syndra has just more options in her toolkit. So I don't like the middle lane matchup. I don't like our matchup down here in lane. Yeah, I was about to say they're probably hanging on this bush. But it's all very winnable. It's just a little rough around the edges. Just because they have a better comp doesn't mean that they're going to win the game. Where is Zyra? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, there she is. She's just trying to bait. That was pretty good. Saw flash in when he was trying to jump to me. Who got it? Vayne? Okay, good. Kate's kind of low on mana. This Kate's pretty good though, sort of. I might be able to harass her up a little bit more.
We are all tied to the ocean.
Hey, Wild Boy. Sometimes I do. I might with this one. We don't have very good siege with Nami, or with Vayne, so I might do it. You kind of have to get Forbidden Idol first because you really need mana.
My people are counting on me.
I'm gonna put a little bit of damage on her. Still not gonna do that much, but the main thing is just a screen for Vayne here. So if Vayne comes out of this like anywhere close to even in CS, then that's a win. Just having that heal is really nice. There we go. Okay. Team's doing well. Team's doing well. I mean, there's a lot of times where, you know, I'll just think we're going to do terrible and then we win. Like, you can win despite getting outpicked. Just on sheer power. We need to push this in, don't we? Yeah, let's push this in one more. You always want to put the extra damage on you, because sometimes it messes off their CS because they're not used to having that extra damage, so. Netnaru, Nami is worse than Janna a lot of the time. Sort of. They're different. So what Nami does better than Janna is heal in lane. So she applies a lot more pressure, and she She only heals, but if you want to, you can get very aggressive and do a lot of damage to them as well. So she's much more of an early game focused champion. So think of her kind of like a Zyra that heals and has a little bit more CC, but less damage. Like, she's not going to kill somebody probably straight up like Zyra will, but she's a bit more versatile. So I do actually think Nami is quite good right now with certain champions. Like, she's good with Vayne because she babysits Vayne in lane because you can heal and you can pressure if you want to. And then later on in the game, Vayne really likes to run people down, and so having that extra slow on those autos is really nice too for kiting people and slowing down. So she's very good with Vayne, and she's very good with Twitch early on because she could babysit them so well. But yeah, later in the game, she doesn't peel quite as well as Janna does. They just do different things. Oh, I can't get caught. I almost got into a gauge range of the Zyra. We gotta respect the Zyra and gauge. Yeah, you'll be seeing Nami a decent chunk, though, I think, when LCS comes around. I do think she's pretty strong.
An enemy has been slain.
This Zyra's really not going for a lot of damage. Oops. Nah, I screwed that up. Oh, she got BF sword. I like this. She's going for the real Vayne build. It's just, you're really at a massive disadvantage if you don't get a BF sword early, if you get something else. I mean, Ezreal has to get, like, blue. You know, he has to go tier. I do think Ezreal can be really powerful. But any other champion, if you're not getting a BF sword first, you're doing something wrong. Unless it's a really weird back. Like you're forced back early and you have to get a pick or something. They got that water dragon, that's a problem. We're just gonna have to chill for a little bit. Like, I can't really poke him out. That's exactly what it is. It's 3 AP Quints and Ancient Coin. Usually I start Spell Thieves, but I thought they were going to be a lot more aggressive. So I wanted the coin just so I could have maximum money because I didn't think I'd be able to trigger Spell Thieves all the time.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Those plants hurt. Double knockup though. Sona could have also been a decent choice here, but I think Nami's feels a little bit safer than Sona. I think Nami's a bit faster. And she just has more like forms of CC. I'll go ahead and get Forbidden Idol. I don't need that actually, undo those. Give me a Control Ward. I'll go ahead and get another one of these. We're just renting that. We'll sell it back later, but you can just rent a Fairy Charm for 80 gold. Or for 40 gold, rather, because you sell it back for 80 and buy it for about 120. The Flash. Hey, Yoan, thanks for my, thanks for enjoying my beard, sir. I don't know. I mean, Nami's slow compared to Janna. They're just different. Obviously, I play Janna more, and I like Janna usually in most situations more, but I think specifically if you have a weaker AD carry in lane, then Janna's a great way to babysit them early and still be pretty relevant later. Especially if you're ahead and you're chasing them a lot like we are. Like that E, the slow on the chase is really good. Now we're about to get counter ganked. Okay. I just do it anyways, just in case Zara flash or something. It's a really slow moving ult, so you know, you kind of got to throw it really far ahead of time. I wish they'd speed it up just a little bit, or at least increase the width. I'm pretty sure they lowered the width. If they increased the width a little bit and like it took up almost a whole lane and was harder to dodge, that would be pretty cool, but the fact that it's such a small width. Makes it interesting to use. Hey, thanks, Alan Wong. We're actually pretty close to promos, I think. Like, we've had some tough games, but we've also had some good games. I feel like we've gone about 50-50 tonight.
Swim against the current.
Yeah, Vayne's rolling. Okay, so we made it out of laning phase, which is good. Okay, so they clearly have this warded. The question is, do I want to give up? Yeah, I do. I want to get rid of that. Oh, dang it.
Unstoppable.
People are counting on you.
There we go. You always want to lead with your slow on your E, and it makes it a lot easier to hit your bubble. Like, just shooting random bubbles is hard to hit against diamond players, but if you get the E going first, it makes it a lot better. Okay, well, I was thinking of dodging this. Maybe I need to say that all the times. It seems like every time I say, you know, maybe I should dodge this, it seems like I win. We haven't won this yet, but it's certainly looking pretty good. So we just outplayed them. I still think they had the superior comp. We just outplayed them.
Swim against the current.
Yeah, I guess Vayne wanted to jump that wall too. That's my bad. I thought she was going to go around the normal way. A little dangerous because Vayne, or Lee could obviously go over that wall if he wanted to and steal that, but we had good vision around the area, so it looked like he wasn't going to do that. Yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is pretty baller. I did some Taekwondo when I was a kid, but that's not even it's not even close, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna go for redemption since I'm already kind of priced into it at this point.
People and their air.
What I mean by that, if you're not sure about like the concept of getting priced into things, investment and things like that, basically, since I already have the Forbidden Idol, I'm only investing an extra, what is it, 1,300 to get redemption, and at that point, paying 1,300 for a redemption is often better than paying the 2,700 for ZZROT Portal.
Quit flopping around.
Because you're priced into getting mana regen because you need it on Nami so badly unless you get a Water Drake. It's the same concept as poker, you know, if you have like you know, if you have $5 already invested in a hand, and you know, you have a decent chance of winning, and you get to see one more card, you know, and you're only, like, the only bet is like 50 cents or $1 or something like that, and you already have 5 in the pot, then you're priced into probably looking at that last card, even if it's a low probability. So if it's $1, for example, and you have $5 in the pot, even if you think you have like a 30% chance of winning the hand, you should still pay it, because you're only paying 20% more. You're only investing 20% more to have a 30% chance. So you're priced into buying it, because like the odds are, even if you lose, if you played that hand 100 times, then you would win enough to make it to where it'd be worth it. Unless you have a very good tell on the other person. I mean, that's kind of the non-statistical part of poker, is just really kind of understanding the play styles of different people, but that's psychology and not statistical. But I do think that, you know, you're already kind of priced in if you get the Forbidden Idol to just go ahead and finish up the redemption. Yeah, let's just back out of this. It's fine. I mean, Baron's not even up yet. But we don't want to give them anything. Don't want to give them hope.
My people are counting on me.
And since we have redemption, we might as well go ahead and get Locket. Because that item's just super powerful anyways, and we're all ready. Since we have a team fight item, we might as well go all in on the team fight.
Unstoppable.
Because we're priced into the team fight now. So, you know, if you don't go ZZ first big item after Sightstone and Boots, you really probably shouldn't get it. You should get something else.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Because part of the power of ZZ is it's a gold generation item, so you want to get that rolling as soon as possible. What's today? Or like right now it's the 15th, but 14th, yeah. Okay, so I labeled the stream correctly. How much did we lose? I feel like we lost a decent chunk. Are we like winning and losing about 21 now? Yeah, thanks, Shiro. I'll go ahead and show you around the channel real quick if you're new to the channel. And just to end this Nami VOD, I think I recorded that. Please tell me I recorded that. Okay, good, because I need more Nami content. These are our playlists, so check those out. So if you want to see all of the Nami games, this is going to be in the Nami playlist when I release it. But if you want to watch the rest of them, then right here, it starts with the newest one, works its way all the way back. If you want to learn how to play Nami in different matchups and why I pick Nami, that's useful. We also have a lot of Alistar, Janna, Tahm Kench, Nautilus, a lot of different champions. So check all those out. They're great. We also have these guides. If you haven't seen those yet, these are amazing. I'm going to start doing some more here pretty soon. It's been about a week since I've done one. But these are in-depth ways to help you improve as a support. So the newest one is the stats and itemization video. I go through, I explain all kinds of different stats, what they're worth, how to think about resistances, how to understand armor and magic resist, how to understand the gold value of a variety of different stats on items. Then I have the timestamps right here. So for instance, why is ZZ Rock Portal important a lot of the time? You know, what about Knight's Vow? What about AP items like Leandri's Torment or Zhonya's Hourglass? I have a bunch of different stuff in here. Then I have an accompanying Google Doc. If you click on it, I already have it open here. That sort of walks through all of that stuff for you. So these are kind of like the notes that you can read along with, and I go with the notes as well whenever I'm reading through them. So check out those. Those are really great. Like I said, they're kind of long. Usually they're about an hour, but I have great timestamps and a Google Doc in all of the descriptions to try to help you navigate it well. And then finally, we have the streams. I catalog all my past streams right here. Find those, and then you can see the time when all of the games start, the champion that I play, and the runes that I use for each game. So just go through there, find your favorite games, watch them. Of course, I wish you'd watch the whole thing, but I know that realistically, you know, you may only have time to watch a few games or something, so you can flip through and find out which champions are your favorite and hunt those down. They're also searchable after I've done these, for example. So if you want to see all of the Skarner games on the channel, whatever, you can just go to the search box right here, type Skarner, or just Scar, Ner, and it not only tells you the 2 that are in the playlist, but it tells you any streams where I played Skarner as well. So you can see that I played him in a lot of these streams because it says Skarner in the description somewhere. So for example, if we click on 12.5, like, oh, there must be a Skarner game here. And in fact, there is. So that helps you find any champion. So if you want to find some champions that I don't play a lot, I don't know if Poppy's on there or not. I don't think that I listed the Poppy game. I don't have all of them. I don't have all of them listed so far with the description. No, this one doesn't have it. But I'm doing it with all of the newer ones as we go along. So do I have a Leona one listed? It's listed there. See if this one has it in the description or not. Yes. So I have a Leona game on this one, so I don't play a ton of some of these supports, but if you just look through on that search option there, then you can find in some of the streams where I play these things. So for example, there's a Leona game right there. We have some more Zyra games here. Not all of these show up in the playlist because sometimes they're losses, sometimes they're just not great games. Sometimes I just don't have a playlist for a particular champion because I don't have a lot of games with it. So, but that's another option, especially if you want to find obscure champions to see if I've played, you know, Leona or Poppy or Scion or whatever. A lot of times it'll show up in the streams, even if I don't have a whole playlist for it. Let me get a couple of questions here. Hey, thanks, Platt. Yeah, the CDR unlock, it was really nice. What do I think of Poppy? I think Poppy can be really good in lower elo. Basically what Shiro said. I think Poppy can be great in lower elo, but at the same time, I think in Diamond it's problematic because they will really punish you hardcore in the laning phase. So she's okay. I get so many people asking about Poppy. People just love Poppy. Lulu is still good. I'm not quite sure where she fits. I think that in a lot of circumstances, Jan is probably better, but I do think there is a world where Lulu's really good. The problem with Lulu is that there's too many good things on her W. So it's your CC, it's your speed up, and it's your attack speed steroid. And her E is kind of underwhelming. It's good. It's a shield. It gives him picks. The Q is borderline worthless since they nerfed its ability to wave clear. But the W is extremely powerful, so I think she can be good. I'm just not sure about the composition. I have to think about it a bit more. But let me go grab a drink here really quickly, and then I'll be right back and put us in. I can go ahead and put us in queue. I may not make it back in time for the queue. Oh, that's it for the Nami video as well. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next time.